Oh,
you better be nervous.
Challenging
Because I'm coming.
It's embarrassing. I feel
Yes.
sad for him. It's embarrassing.
The Winston-Salem flash challenging
his irrational
No. This ain't the basketball court.
Confidence
this is the debate
is
show.
Actually impressive.
Basketball court, oh, hell no.
Okay.
Listen,
All right. Blue
I am
suede
the
shoes.
magic of debate.
Stephen A.
I'm the magic of debate.
Oh, you're not you're not an immortal yet. Settle down. But you are. But you are very,
You're
very
not
good.
the Magic Johnson of first take.
Yeah, you're an all-time great. Give it a couple more years. All right. We're getting yelled at by Ryan. Stephen A's in Memphis with the Countdown crew as the Grizz host the Nets tonight. But the Grizzlies will be without their best player, John Morant. John's been ruled out due to a knee injury. Here's Malika Andrews with him.
Morant in transition. Oh, John Morant!
Filthy. Absolutely filthy.
Fun seems to kind of be your game. It seems to be your trash talk. It seems to be, I mean, do you take pride in that?
I felt like, just Memphis, I feel like that's, our identity. Starting, with the grit and grind era. And now to ours. We took on that, that role, that mindset to, be like those guys. And, no matter what we're doing out there on the floor, we're going to play hard and, we're going to, be very aggressive, physical, and, we'll let you hear about it.
There's this photo that was taken over All-Star Weekend. It's of you, Steph, Dwayne Wade, Ray Allen. What was it like to be standing with those guys? What were you thinking?
Definitely, was kind of surreal, to even, just be a part of it and actually, get to witness that. And, their message was it's a lot of room up there for me. So, that gave me confidence and definitely, some motivation to, go be on that stage.
Russo, Memphis is the place to be. Who's who of the NBA today? ESPN going Grizzlies all access. We have NBA Today live from there. Malika Andrews will obviously be their big perk. RJ Chiney, the whole crew. And then NBA Countdown later till tip-off. That's with Michael Eaves, Wilbon, Jalen, and of course...
Our pal.
Yeah, and of course, Stephen A. as well. Brooklyn-Memphis, going to be a good game, so that'll be a lot of fun down there. So Ja obviously has been on a tear this season, and Stephen A. said a few weeks ago that he could be the next AI. Russo, do you agree with him that Ja could be the next Allen Iverson?
He's better than Allen Iverson. Because he makes a lot of people around him better. Iverson was a wonderful competitor, and he was he's a Hall of Famer, but he's not a transcendent star. He's not a guy that is going to make a cast of characters around him on this level. Morant can do that. Iverson was a poor shooter, and he was a bad three-point shooter, and he was not great if you look at his shooting percentages in the huge game. Now, listen, he's a Hall of Famer. Nobody's arguing that. He led the league in scoring the whole 9 yards. Morant has got that special quality that has a tendency to make a lot of those guys on that team who aren't Dylan Brooks, who aren't great players, to rise them to a level. And he's in a better conference than Iverson was in the old Eastern Conference, which was never great when he played there in the late 90s and early 2000s. If you're asking me right now, who is going to have a better career and who's going to be more transcendent in the NBA, it's not even a contest. Morant is going to be much better than Allen Iverson.
Not even a contest.
I'm not knocking him.
Not even a contest.
Is somebody talking? Oh, a second.
What?
What?
What? You came on this show to spew that blasphemy? Have you? What?
Blasphemy?
What?
He's a Hall
Let
of
me tell
Famer.
you something, Doggy. Doggy, if I was in there, listen. I'm going to get, after this break, I'm warning you right now, I'm going to give you, after this break, I'm going to call South Street Seaport. I'm going to call security to have you removed from this studio. I can't believe what you just said. You're acting like you're going to disrespect Allen Iverson. The answer, the dude. What? Listen. Didn't you start off this show by telling us to pump the brakes? I sat up there and I talked about get the Elvis billboards down, damn it, and put John Morant up. You defended Elvis, but you go knock Allen Iverson. Have you lost your ever-loving mind? Allen Iverson. Excuse me. What? Timeout what? Timeout what?
Allen
what
Iverson,
are you talking about?
He's a 40% shooter in postseason. He's 31% from three.
42.
He played the one final and got annihilated by the Lakers.
Time out.
Let's take it easy.
Time out. Hold on. Allow me to speak. I'm going to calm down because I was shivering with the blasphemy that you were spewing. But let me get this straight.
Lizzie,
so we can look.
Yeah.
No. Stay with me.
All right.
When we were talking about Jerry West is not a part of this conversation. Don't twist it. But when we were talking about Jerry West last week, I brought up the fact that the man had lost 8 finals. He won 1. You said, so what? It's not about the numbers. It's about what I saw with my eyes, Stevie. It's about what I saw with my eyes, Stevie. That's what you said. You brought up Cousy. You brought up Bob Cousy. It's about what I saw with my eyes, Stevie. It's what I saw with my eyes. Even though you had Russell and Havlicek and all of these boys, Sam Jones and them as his teammates. That's what you said, okay? Now, we started off the show, and I sat up there and I said about Ja Morant, because number love and respect for Ja Morant. You sat up there and said, to hell with him. I love Elvis. That's what you said. Now here we go to Allen Iverson. This is a 6-foot guard, 160 pounds, soaking wet. Who did he play with, doggy? He was a one-man wrecking crew.
He loved it
went
that
10 straight years. Excuse me. Let me finish. He went 10 straight years, averaging more than 26 a game. At least how many seasons did he average over 30? 1, 2, 3, 4 years. He averaged over 30 a game. Everybody was coming at him. He was a one-man wrecking crew. Yeah, you're going to point to the percentage. How many big moments did he showed up? There was a lot. You can't count them. He was the man was a miniature dynamo in a land of giants going up against you. Don't give me some statistics. What did your eyes tell you? The answer. He's a Hall of Famer for a reason, doggy.
Well, we know he's a Hall
and
of
guess
Famer.
what?
You got
I'm
him
not
up there
saying.
on that level.
Excuse me. No, what I'm saying to you, listen, the only thing that stopped him from capturing the championship was Shaq and Kobe. Shaq and Kobe had to stop him. He took out Big Dog Glenn Robinson, Sam Cassell, Ray Allen. He took out Vince Carter, okay? Remember that? He did do that. This is Allen Iverson that we're talking about here, okay? And all I'm saying to you is this. Ja Morant, Glenn Robinson could score.
Good player, but he's not a Hall of Famer.
Give him credit with credit. Good. I understand that. But I was talking about their team, their crew, coached by George Karl. You remember that, all right? You've interviewed George Karl before. You interviewed Larry Brown before. You know, ask Larry Brown what Allen Iverson was. You know what time it is. You know what time it is. Now, Ja Morant is a transcendent player, and I think that ultimately he can be that. But what I'm saying is the skill set, the fervor, his willingness to attack, he is very Allen Iverson-like, except bigger. He's bigger. So don't sit up there and try to throw shade on Allen Iverson. 6-foot guard, okay? 160 pounds soaking wet.
We
and
get
his
it.
brother going up against giants every day and doing what he did. You lost your mind? Have you lost your mind?
I know you covered him, but I mean, take it easy. I mean, my goodness. We understand
Hey, you talking about my
he's
little
a
brother.
Hall of
You talking about my
Famer.
little brother here.
I get it. He's a hell of a player. We don't argue that. But you put him on these levels that are ridiculous. West was the MVP of an NBA Finals. For crying out loud. Iverson won 1 game.
Ask the superstars what level they put Allen Iverson on.
Well, that
they
doesn't
played
mean
against
they're
them.
right, Steven.
Ask them.
Does that mean they're right?
Ask them. That does mean they're right. That doesn't mean you're right. Why do you mean you're right? You're not right.
I
don't give a damn. You and your dog. You and your dog pound. You and your dog pound. Y'all can try that all you want to. It'll work.
Steve, how many finals did he play in?
What?
1. How many
played
games in the
one.
finals? How many games in the finals did he win? The one he played in?
1.
1.
Against Shaq and Kobe with Shaq in his prime.
How many conference
What?
finals did he play in? 1. So we are going to put a guy who played in 1 NBA final and got annihilated by the Lakers. Granted, much better. And we are going to sit there and
Come on, hold on. So we're going to ignore the 48 he dropped in game 1. We're going to ignore the 48 he dropped in game 1. We're going to ignore how dominant Shaq was and how Shaq delivered that championship. Nobody on the planet could stop Shaquille O'Neal. Come on, doggy. You can't do that.
Centers, Steve.
I mean, oh my God.
On the Sixers. I mean, every centers. You know, Wilton and playing that era. Shaq beat nobody. There was no Jason Collins for the Nets. There was no centers in the NBA in those days. You know that. You're better than that. You're better than that. You're better than that. But
I'm
you want
saying,
to put...
I am saying,
listen, this is what drives me crazy.
Shaq couldn't be stopped.
This is what drives
So
me
now
crazy.
we disrespecting Shaq now. Now we disrespecting Shaq now. We're saying Shaq didn't have any competition.
You guys are putting these people on these
Are you
ridiculous
sure?
levels.
Shaq is up there. Allen Iverson is all of him, but Shaq is up there. Shaq is up there as the second most dominant big man in the history of basketball behind Wilt Chamberlain.
Oh, no,
is that not true?
No, I named five
What?
centers. I named five
Oh, my
centers
God.
right now.
Oh, my God.
I named
What?
five centers. Hold on now. You asked me a question. Can I talk? I named five centers right now who, if you're asking me if I take in a big spot and in a season, I take Malone, Olajuwon, Wilt, Kareem. Who's my fifth? I got on Russell. I almost forgot. I might forget Bill Russell.
What, time
I'm
out,
talking to
time
you
out,
so
time-
much, I forget
time-
Russell.
time out.
Russell.